because the king has had an encounter with him. He knows that this man shall be living God. That's what the Bible says. All night the king could not sleep. He could not eat any good thing. Until in the morning he was the first one to go to the den of the lion to say, "Oh thou Daniel, are you still there?" He said, "Luckily, my king, I am still here. But the Lord has sent his angels and has shut the mouth of the lions." Hear me. It takes an encounter. 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 I promise you, your Christian experience will not be original to what it might be until you have had a first hand one touch encounter with God. What is your encounter? What is your encounter? What is your encounter? If bad people serve him, if God be God serve him, but it is beyond word. There has to be manifestation. What is the manifestation? Anyone that answers the man fire, let him be God. Israel, hear me today. You will know who you will serve. Gather all the power, prophet together. Take a book, make an altar, sacrifice, call on your God, call on your altars. Why I prepare mine and call upon my altar. Hear me. My altar is calling me. Because the altar is a place of encounter. Your altar is a place of encounter. So one of the things you are going to do in order for you to experience an encounter is, first of all, you will repair your altar. You will repair your altar. Let that altar be repaired. If it's broken, then let it be repaired. And they call upon God. Baal answered us. Baal set down fire. And the Bible says Elijah took just on one side, crossed his leg with a toothpick in his ear, and he was eating the meat and he was mocking them. He said, "Can you go ahead and call him?" Possibly he has gone for maternity leave. Can you call him? Maybe he has visited somebody. And they called and called and called. He said, "No, maybe he's asleep now. Can you go and wake him up?" Because he understood. Someone say, "God of encounter, encounter me tonight." Encounter me, encounter me. And an encounter that produces conviction. Encounter that produces conviction. Encounter that produces conviction. The same man, they say he was a good man. He was a good believer. He was in the church, but tomorrow you see him. He's now bowing to Allah. It's because that man is not bowing to Allah. It's because he has light encounter. If your problem is sickness, God need to encounter you in the platform of his healing side. If your problem is finances, you need an encounter to God who say that the cattle upon the thousands hills are mine. All he needs is just to press the button for angel to sell the cattle and deposit the money somewhere. Give me an encounter. Give me an encounter. Esther, no, I can't just approach the king until I have prepared the altar and prepared for an encounter. And I know after 3 days, I have fortified myself and built the spiritual energy capacity enough to activate the encounter. He said, I cannot approach the king like this. If I go, my head will be on the spear the next morning. But gather the whole Israel, gather everyone, let everyone pray. Let me also go and pray. 3 days, eat no food, eat nothing. Let me prepare my altar. Then I shall approach the king. Because nobody goes in before the king without being invited, even as a wife or a son. For if you enter into the kingdom without being invited, your head will be cut off. But anyone that think will show mercy will stretch forth his scepter. And if that man or that man touches the scepter, then his head will be spared. He said, no, let us. Someone say encounter. I want you to understand the weight of the encounter. The weight of encounter. The weight of encounter. You cannot hear a man who has abandoned. I have encountered him. Favor to Kosila. Neto Kabalabash. The reason why you need to know that when God is coming through, you need encounter tonight. You need encounter. You need encounter to have a conviction that you are not alone in that matter. There is a supernatural hand that are working with you. You need an encounter. It's not my message, but I feel that tonight God just twisted my message and said, He asked them to ask for the encounter tonight. Because I want to be real to them. I want to encounter them by myself. I want you to pray. And I want you to put your heart to it. Oh Lord, give me an encounter. A man was sick for 38 years. It was an appointed time, his time and a moment. And Jesus walked by. There were thousands of the people around the pool that the angel kept to stay up once in a year. And Jesus left anyone and walked to a man that was there 38 years. And the word is, would you want to be made? The man answered, I had no one to help me. Jesus said, wrong answer. I am the one who commands that angel that comes every year. Now, I have come. You don't need to wait for another year. For man, it is not meant for what? For Sabbath. For Sabbath was meant for what? That as you live here today, the angel of encounter will follow you. That some of you tonight, as you lay your head to sleep, you will have an encounter. It will be like an angelic visitation. It will be like a heavenly encounter. Like an encounter. The reason why that faith is still shaking, you are not, it's like anything can shift you, is because of like an encounter.